Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel with another 31 days of tarot video. Today is day 12 and today's topic is the divination tool that that we use the most outside of tarot, and I actually have to talk about two things. The first thing here is Lenormand. As I talked about in another video in this 31 Days of Tarot prompt hashtag video series, I also talked about Lenormand and how I actually started with this system to read cards and to give cardomancy and card reading a second chance, because I actually started or tried to start with tarot cards, but I couldn't connect with those at this time and I gave up because I actually thought that I'm not able to read, that I can't memorize all the meanings, that I don't understand cards. And then after watching a lot of pick a card and general card readings by a German card reader here on YouTube, um, I learned the Lenormand system by watching those videos and how she interpreted the cards during the reading. And so I started actually my cartomancy journey with Lenormand, and I love this system. Even now, I am able to read tarot cards, and I love tarot. I also love Lenormand, maybe a slightly bit more than tarot. And this is my go-to system when I want a quick, precise, clear, and direct message about a question. Maybe it's because I started with this system. There's a little bit of nostalgia in there, and I always love to go back to my roots, to my starting point. But it also is because of the system itself. It is very different than tarot, I think. Um, I also love to combine those two systems, to read with Lenormand and actually pick tarot cards as well, because I think they really work good together, and each system brings something else to the table. So to use both for one question, you actually have these really quick, precise, clear, direct messages from Lenormand, and then you dive deeper into the mysteries of tarot. So you have both viewpoints on one question, and I love that as well. So Lenormand I use even more often than tarot, I think. And this was my first ever cards deck. As I said, I started with Lenormand and this was my first Lenormand deck. It is actually by the YouTube card reader, that I learned the Lenormand meanings from, because I watched her card readings and how she interprets them in those card readings. Um, so this was my first card deck, and I love it as much as I did when I first hold it in my hands. I use it very often. Even if I have now other Lenormand decks that are also very beautiful and gorgeous and I love, but this I won't forget and I still work with regularly. And the card I love here the most, I think that is my favorite stars card in all of the Lenormand decks I saw, is this one. It is amazing. If there would be an art print or a painting that you can hang on the wall of this one, I would buy it and I would hang it on my wall, because I love this depiction of the stars. Then there was another Lenormand deck I found actually on the walkthrough list of Kelly from the Truth and Story, and this is the Claire de Lune Nanomore. And as she walked through this deck, I thought, yes, this is the perfect Nanomore. There's not a single card in there that I don't like. I love how she depicts every card. I love her art style. I love what she chose for each of the cards. This moon card is so stunning. I love that she used the theme of moonlight and that you watch every single scene under moonlight. That's because the color palette is very limited, but it is gorgeous and I really, really love it. So that is another favorite Lenormand deck of mine. I use this every time I do a full moon reading. This is my go-to Lenormand deck because it fits perfectly for that. And then I have my two mini decks that I use very often because, as I said, my reading space isn't that large, and when I want to do a 9 card spread or a 6 card spread with Lenormand cards, these two are my go-tos because I can fit those on my reading space and in my viewfinder. So and these are very popular Lenormand decks, the 1889 Lenormand and the Media Lenormand. Gorgeous illustrations on those. I love that they come in the mini version. There's actually a normal size version, but I love those mini versions. The cardstock on the Media Lenormand is absolutely 100% perfection. It is matte, it is buttery and smooth and perfect. So those two I go to very often as well. And the second divination tool I use, not as often as Lenormand or Tarot, but I use also, and I love to use it, is pendulum divination. Um, with pendulum, I actually started my divination and witchy and spiritual journey because it was easy to understand. You have a pendulum, and I love the look of pendulums because they were so witchy at this time. It was at a time where I still was a beginning teenager and I loved all the things. And I watched Charmed, the TV series, and they had a pendulum. So as I found out that pendulums really existed, and you could really use those to ask questions, I wanted a pendulum. And there's not much you need to know or to remember or to memorize or to learn as with cards. You just ask the question and you get your answer. You only have to memorize how your pendulum does swing for the different answers, and that's it. So my first divination tool and the first thing how I answered questions was with a pendulum for a long, long time, and I still use it. So I have this clear quartz pendulum actually, which I use over on my other German speaking card reading channel where I do a quick card yes and no reading. And I also have another pendulum. It's this one. This is onyx actually, and it has the pentagram on each side. I found that they have both different energies. They are very reliable for me. Both give really reliable, trustworthy answers, but they feel different in their energy. So that is the thing you want to look for, how the energy of the pendulum feels to you, because they don't all feel the same. energy wise, at least for me. So these are the two divination systems that I use outside of tarot and that I love using, and that I actually started my divination journey and my cartomancy journey. So there's a bit of nostalgia in this video as well. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you think about pendulums and about the Lenormand system? Feel free to comment down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss on any other videos. And thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.